Big up the Chatbout Podcast, yeah. Captain Positive are the boss, yeah. Whole heap of things to we chat about. So, grab a chair and hold a seat, yeah. Talk with intelligence. One bag of things to we chat about. Don't talk, don't laugh, more now.
Greetings and salutations. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Welcome to another episode of Chatbout Podcast with me, your host, WG Dessa, aka Captain Positive. Yes, today we are here giving thanks because another day above ground, so we'll be grateful, you know what I mean? And while we're grateful, we just want to say, remember to like, share, subscribe, because we are on the mission million. 1 million subscribers within the year. So with your help, with my consistency, we can do it. All I ask is that tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe. And let's spread the word and let's make this dream of ours a reality. 1 million subscribers within the year. And on that note, the quote of the day reads, "Victory is always possible for the person who refuses to stop fighting." Victory is always possible for the person who refuses to stop fighting. I know sometimes you want to give up, you want to throw in the towel, you want to stop. But stopping never gets nothing done. Who you know is victorious by stopping. Who you know get to where they want to be by stopping. The Olympics that was held in Athens, that was Usain Bolt's first Olympics. I can remember clearly he ran the 200 meter, I believe, with his chain in his mouth, and he did not qualify to go on to make it to the finals. But did he stop? That Olympics was in Australia. Yes, forgive me. That was the Cathy Freeman Olympics in Australia. Yes. He did not stop. No, he did not stop. He kept on fighting because he knew that there was something greater in store for him. He knew that he could have done better. He knew that with time and training and fighting, he can do better than he's showing. He wasn't pleased with himself. I bet you that. He wasn't pleased with what he had done because previously he was the fastest 16-year-old in the world. And to go from the fastest 16-year-old to an awful showing in an Olympic Games, I bet you he was not satisfied. And he kept on fighting, and he kept on fighting, and he kept on fighting. And then on one great fateful night in New York City, he ran 9.72. That was his first time breaking the world 100-meter record. But he was not satisfied still. He kept on fighting. He kept on fighting. Then he ran 9.69. And yet, wasn't satisfied because at this point he knew that there was still greater in him. That his tank was not empty. He can do more. So he kept on fighting. Many of us would have been satisfied with 9.72, let alone 9.69. But he knew that greater was in him, bigger was in him. So the fight kept on going. He kept on throwing jabs. He kept on throwing hooks and uppercuts. Fighting, fighting, fighting. 9.58. And I keep reminding you, there are examples in this life that you can draw on to remind you that you can do it too. Giving up is never an option. Refusing to fight is never an option. Stopping is never an option. I know life is full of rounds. You know what I mean? Like a boxing match. You might not win all 12 rounds, but all it takes is for you to keep fighting. You might have lost the first 3 rounds when you began when you began your journey to create your dream. You might lost the first 8 rounds with 4 rounds remaining. All it takes is a knockout. All it takes is for you to keep swinging at your dream, to keep fighting. All you have to do is keep fighting. There's no obstacle big enough that you can't keep swinging on it and it won't get smaller and smaller and smaller. There's no tree tall enough where a small axe can't fall it. All you have to do is keep fighting. Victory is possible. It is possible. You might not see it now because there's so many obstacles coming your way. There's so much negativity coming your way. There's so much doubt coming your way. But all you have to do is keep blocking, fighting, swinging, refusing to quit, refusing to give up, refusing to stop, refusing to tell yourself that no, I can't do it, refusing to let others tell you no, you can't do it. There's nothing out there that is bigger than your dream. There's no obstacle out there that is going to prevent you from making your dream come true. It should be hard, you know. It should be hard. Because after all, it is your dream. If dreams were something that you could go in a supermarket and buy, can you imagine? People would be throwing away dreams. Dreams would come with an expiry date. But thankfully they don't, because it is your dream. There's no time limit or time frame as to when your dream will. The only time your dream can't come true is when you are no longer here. The only time. You could be 98 and alive, your dream is a possibility. You could be 7-year-old. As long as you know your dream, you can start working on it. But the minute you stop fighting is when your dream is dead. No, you want to live a life where you had a dream and you gave up on that dream, where you stopped fighting because you thought it was too hard, because you thought your dream is not worth it, because you thought the obstacles were bigger than your dream is, because you thought that you don't have the time, you don't have the resource. There's no such thing as you don't have the time. You might not have the resource, but you can get the resources. You can work at getting the resources. You can use whatever time you have and whatever you have to get these resources, because your dreams should be that important that it is worth fighting for, because victory is on the other side of this fight that I'm fighting. I know I'm going to be victorious. I know I am, because I am going to keep fighting. And one day my obstacle is going to get small, because I am swinging at it. I am knocking at it. I am chipping away at it, piece by piece, brick by brick, a spot at a time. And eventually, you know what will happen? My dream is going to come out on the other side. My victory is going to be realized. I am going to be triumphant because I did not give up. I did not give in. I did not quit. I refused to stop. I kept on going, and you will too. This is what you have to do. If I had listened or did not listen, or if I had worried about how many persons listened or who did not listen, if I had worried about all these things when I began, I would have stopped. But I am here fighting, and I will keep on fighting, because victory is possible. 1 million subscribers is possible. 10 million subscribers is possible. But I am going to start with 1 million, and I am going to keep fighting all the way through 10 million. You know why? Because victory is possible, and my dream is bigger than any fear that I have. My dream is bigger than any doubt that I had. My dream is bigger than any fight that is in front of me. Victory is possible, because I, like you, refuse to stop fighting. And we are going to keep fighting until our dream is realized. We are going to keep fighting after our dream is realized. We are going to continue to fight, because this is what we have to do for our dreams to remain alive, while we make positivity the new disease. Go.
This is the Chatbout Podcast. We there first, them there last. Everything I figure off the broadcast. Podcast.